on another minute. I'm glad everyone can join, and we are, like I mentioned a little earlier, we are recording all of our ROSC Council meetings going forward, so we can review if we choose, and we all have access to that. Today's meeting overview is we're going to do some introductions and icebreakers, review the latest state deliverables. We're going to talk hopefully in depth about 2023 accomplishments. We've got a lot of good things under our belt as a ROSC Council. Thanks to all of you who are the ROSC Council. We'll look a little bit toward 2024 in our short-term goals. We'll hit the agency updates for any who may join late, and then other ROSC news and a way forward. So let's go ahead and get started. And today I would like to do like a round robin and everyone introduce themselves for people who may be new. Who I see at the top of my screen is Carrie. So if we could start with Carrie and go from there. And you're also, give an agency update if you choose. And then we're also going to talk about what's our favorite holiday tradition or memory. So we're going to hit all three of those things: introduction, agency update if you choose, if you're prepared, and your favorite holiday tradition or memory. So Carrie, if you would kick us off, that'd be awesome.
Sure, I'm happy to. Thanks, John. My name is Carrie Knapp, Associate Director of Community Health with Chestnut Health Systems. Although I help serve the Livingston ROSC, I also help serve a couple other projects that Chestnut offers. One is our Center for Community Engagement, or the CCE project. We are really excited because we just launched our Faith and Recovery Collaborative. So what that means is really partnering with local congregations across the state of Illinois who are interested in becoming a certified recovery congregation. So there's a series of trainings that those congregations will complete and therefore would become certified thereafter. So I'm happy to put some more information in the chat for anyone that would like to connect afterwards or learn more about that initiative. I'd be more than happy to chat with you. In regards to one of my favorite holiday traditions or memories, my family does something called hide the pickle. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that before. It's actually a German tradition, but it's where a green pickle is hidden in the Christmas tree. We started this about 5 years ago, and adult competitive children resulted quickly in a destroying Christmas tree. So my mom now hides the pickle somewhere in the house, and her adult competitive children look for it in the house. But it's a fun time, and we always get some good laughs out of it. And there's usually some type of prize afterwards as well for the lucky winner. So that's definitely one of my favorite memories.
Thank you, Carrie. Sandra, would you like to go next, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this on my phone, so I apologize. But I'm Sandra Beecher. I'm with Gateway Foundation. Agency updates. We are opening a new facility in Bloomington. We probably won't open until February, so everybody will get a, kind of save the date and come to our open house, and we're going to have a ribbon cutting. But we will do outpatient level, IOP, regular outpatient, PHP, MAT. We'll have a training center there as well to serve in that area. And then we will be coming to Peoria in May. We have a building in Peoria. We'll do the same kind of setup with outpatient, intensive outpatient. Our detox is up and running. If anybody needs just detox in Springfield, you can call me directly. And then probably my favorite holiday, I don't know. I've had so many kids. I have 13 kids. So I think just getting together with family, and, I don't have to stay home and cook anymore. I travel now and just go to their houses, which is kind of nice. I get something different every time I go to their house. So thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. Adrian, it's good to see you today. Do you have anything for us?
Just introduce myself, Adrian Barr from Prairie State Legal Services. My office is here in Bloomington, but we serve Livingston County and Woodford County in addition to McLean. Not really prepared with an agency update, just sort of wrapping up things for the year and going through our year-end procedures. Favorite holiday tradition, I grew up in England, in London, and they do for Christmas crackers, which are these, I don't know, paper things that you pull apart, and one person gets the prize and the other person gets just the end of it. And the prize has like little toys and a paper hat and jokes and things inside. And so my parents have continued that tradition here, and my in-laws like it. And it's just a fun thing that we do at Christmas. So.
Very good. Thank you, Adrian. I have not heard of that. So that's something that I'm not going to tell my wife about because she'll probably want to start it. Eric, what do you have this afternoon?
My name is Eric Mund. I'm the supervisor at the probation department here in Livingston County. I don't really have any updates as far as that goes. My favorite holiday tradition is that since I was a wee little kid, my family, the day after Thanksgiving, has always gone and purchased a real Christmas tree. And we've continued that with our kids to this day. So that is our tradition. The day after Thanksgiving is to go pick out a Christmas tree and then put it up in the house.
That is great. That's an awesome tradition. Cammie, how are you today?
I am great. Thanks, Sean. I am Cammie Garrison. I'm the TA for statewide ROSC Region 3. So I've been here just over a month. So I'm getting to know people and putting names with faces, and it's all been great. So thank you for letting me sit in and listen, and no updates beyond that. I don't know that I have a favorite tradition or memory, because I just love Christmas. I love it all. I love it all. I love it all. And my daughter, I have 3 adult kids, and my daughter loves it all too. So we do all the things together. We watch all the movies, and we romanticize everything we do, and we pretend we're in a holiday, Hallmark Christmas movie. And my sons usually are laying on the couch with a bad attitude about it all. But I'm so glad to have my daughter as the little Christmas nerd who will just love everything with me. So that's what we do.
Well, thank you, Cammie. That's I can sort of relate to that. Rhonda is next. Rhonda's not feeling all that well today, and she's just doing her introduction and her comments by chat. Rhonda works at IHR and counseling services in Pontiac and crisis, reading it and mobile crisis response team. Her favorite tradition is decorating the tree with all sweet ornaments, and her 4 children have made for her when they were in school, and now it's setting up the Lionel Christmas train for the grandchildren. That's awesome. Those Christmas trains, I've seen that, and that is a cool thing. So thank you for sharing that, Rhonda. And we'll go on to Teresa. How are you this afternoon?
I am doing okay, John. Thank you. I am Teresa Deemer, clinical director of the substance use program at IHR Counseling Services. And one agency update that I have is that Rhonda and I, through the opioid settlement money, are starting a family support group. We're going to do one this Saturday from 9 to 10:30. And John, I've emailed that to you, right? Or have you?
Yes,
seen
you did. Yes,
okay,
you did.
perfect. So if you want to send that on to everyone else, that would be great. So right now we're doing every other Thursday, every other Saturday. And what we're hoping is, Ron is coming from the persons with lived experience side, and then I'm coming with the treatment resources side. I've already heard of a few people that are planning on starting to attend. So we're really excited about getting this going. And really, Christmas, I like all things Christmas as well. I just am excited to see family and friends that I haven't seen, throughout the year. Awesome.
Thank you very much. For those that have just joined, you'll be called on to introduce yourself and give an agency update and what is your favorite holiday tradition or memory. So when we get to you, we'll get to you. Leanne, you are next.
Yeah, thanks, John. Hi, everyone. My name's Leanne Corson. I am the Region 3 ROSC mentor. I don't really have any agency updates because I'm just here in a mentorship capacity. But my favorite holiday tradition is normally the day of Christmas. My mom's side of the family, we all get together, all my cousins and stuff. And they have made these pre-wrapped saran balls. And in the saran balls is like socks and money and lottery tickets and chapstick and just a whole bunch of cool little prizes. And we each get like a minute on a stopwatch, and we have to unwrap as much of the saran ball as we can in 1 minute. And sometimes it's really hard because it gets stuck. So it's really fun. We always have a great time. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite family tradition.
Awesome. Thank you. Abby, would you introduce yourself, give updates and your holiday tradition or memory?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Abby Behrens. I'm with the Butterfly Project at Bright Point. Agency updates, man, I don't know. We don't really have a lot. We're really busy right now with all the holidays and everything going on. We do host a coalition meeting. We do have one coming up next Thursday, December 14th from 12 to 1 at the Law and Justice Center, and Prairie State Legal Services are doing a presentation, and so that's something really awesome to look forward to. There's going to be lunch provided, so if you don't already attend those meetings, they're a really great space for community like connection and just like working together to best serve Livingston County. So if you have any interest and you're not already on that, just shoot me an email. Yeah, other than that, I don't think we have any other updates. And favorite holiday tradition or memory. I don't know. I just really love the holidays in general. I always call myself a little like Christmas elf. I just get like really into it, and having littles is so much fun. So I think just like doing Christmas cookie, like baking with my mom every year. When I was in college, I brought home my college friends, and now I get to bring home my kids, and it's just a really good time. So we're doing that this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it. So thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Abby, and more great traditions there. Dave, how are you today?
Sorry, my fingers don't move fast. So I'm Dave King. I'm the Community Outreach Manager for Carle Health. I guess the ongoing agency update would be the continuing focus on a mobile unit in Vermilion County to provide harm reduction services, specifically focusing on rural areas and utilizing peer support in that venture. Holiday traditions all involve or revolve around food. So one is making noodles. I love making homemade egg noodles, which I do with my daughter every holiday. So we do that the night before and let them dry, and then of course enjoy them afterwards. And then every Christmas morning, the tradition has been that I get up at the crack of dawn and make a coffee cake from scratch and homemade hot chocolate. So when everybody finally gets out of bed, that's what they enjoy before we, do our gifts. So those are two things we do.
Great, Dave. Thank you very much. Joanna, would you like to share with us today?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Joanna Gonzalez. I am the ROSC coordinator for the Illinois Department of Human Services, Substance Use Prevention and Recovery Division. I pretty much oversee all of the 43 ROSC councils in the state of Illinois. I do not have an agency update for you guys today. And we have a few holiday traditions. One of them is ever since my niece, my parents have 3 grandkids, so we take family portraits every year around the holidays. And also we started having the little ones help my mom make Honduran tamales. So my mom's from Honduras, And so that's a tradition that we've been doing every year, which is a lot of fun. It's like a whole full-blown production.
That is great. That is great. Dan, how about you?
My name's Dan. I'm a person with lived experience, and I know I have a lot of holiday memories as well. I would probably just say, thinking back to when I was a kid and on Christmas Eve, having, going to church and then having all the cousins, aunts and uncles, big Christmas Eve was always at our house. And then as we got older, that kind of dissipated. So I miss those times. Started a kind of a new one with my daughter and wife this year, just trying to watch like a lot of holiday movies, everything from Die Hard to Wonderful Life. And that's been fun too. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Dan. And Die Hard to It's a Wonderful Life is a really big stretch, but it breaks up the movie day for sure. That's awesome. Sheriff Baum, would you like to share today? Oh, he says his mic is not working. So we'll move on to Caroline from Salvation Army.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Just an agency update. We had, I believe, 98 families sign up for our Thanksgiving meals this year, which is almost double the amount from last year. But we were able to provide everybody with a meat voucher to County Market, and then we had some generous food donations from some agency partners that partnered with us, and we were able to put together some food bags for them to go along with their turkey so they could kind of make a complete meal. This weekend, we are going to be working really hard to get our toy drive together, which will be happening on Monday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's going to go really fast, but I believe we have 176 kids signed up for our Angel Tree / Christmas toy drive. So I think that's about 76 more kids than last year too. But it's pretty exciting, and we're excited about that. Our toy drive is actually going to be at the old Once and Again building, in the square. So that's going to be really fun, central location for people to find us. Another more serious note is I just wanted to kind of share that November was a pretty rough month for us. We saw a lot of people struggling with homelessness this month, and I believe I counted it up. We had 13 individuals come by and tell us that they had nowhere to live, nowhere to go. One day last week, we had 5 people in one day, and that's not including their children, which turned out to be 8 people total, not able to secure a place to sleep for the night. And unfortunately, due to the lack of a shelter and the fiesta being full, we weren't able to house them that day. So just something to kind of think about, keep in mind about what's going on in Pontiac, Livingston County is the homelessness is increasing, and with it being cold, it's a little more serious. On a happier note, my favorite holiday tradition is my mom always likes to host a Christmas Eve party with some of my dad's side of the family on Christmas Eve, and it's always been a lot of fun. And there's a new baby this year, so that's going to be even more fun because everybody loves a new baby.
Well, thank you for all of that information, Caroline. And yes, everybody loves a new baby. As long as it's someone else's, I'm good with all of that. Do you have any other announcements of things that went on in your life in the past month, maybe?
I did get married last month on November 4th.
Awesome. Congratulations on that as well. Erin, are you able to join?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm having some technical difficulties on my end. So, hi, my name is Erin Fogarty. I'm with the Livingston County Health Department. Currently right now, one thing that I guess I would like to share on behalf of our agency is our WIC program. In this month where we're talking about a lot of needs for nutrition and sharing meals at the holidays, I always want to remind folks that we have an outstanding WIC program that offers wonderful nutritional benefits to little ones that are age 5 and younger and their families as they're growing there. We have outstanding breastfeeding peer counselor here. And just overall, we recently received back, part of why I'm wanting to tout this awesome team here is they recently received back 410 survey responses from clients, which I think we all know as agencies trying to collect data is an outstanding number, and I think speaks to the love that our clients have for the WIC staff here. But the comments, the feedback that came back was just really wonderful and very heartfelt. And you could really see the care and support that our WIC team here has provided for our clients. So I always want to remind folks that the income guidelines for our WIC program are a lot more generous than what some people may think. And so if anyone ever has any questions about that, we always are happy to answer any questions, or please feel free to reach out to us via phone. But I just want to do an awesome shout out for our WIC group and the ways that they can provide nutritional support for Livingston County here.
Thank you, Erin. For Livingston County ROSC, my name is John Schneider. I'm the recovery specialist for Livingston County ROSC. And our agency updates we're going to kind of cover as we go through the process today, so I won't bore you with doing that twice. But my favorite holiday tradition, I'm going to hinge on to what Carrie said. About 5 years ago, we started doing the hide the pickle in the tree thing as well. And that was actually, my wife or one of my kids, I don't remember, heard about that, but that hinged on to something else we've hidden in the tree for a lot of years. And there's a little character, a Muppet character named Gonzo. And we've got a little toy Gonzo that stands about 2 inches tall. He has been around our household now for at least 35 years. And it turned into hiding Gonzo in the tree a long, long time ago, when my oldest son was young. And then the other two came along, and the oldest one decided he couldn't hide Gonzo in the tree anymore because his little brothers were finding him too easily. So this has evolved into, they don't destroy the Christmas tree anymore, but two of these goofball kids of mine will come into the house at rare times of the day when they know no one else is home, and they'll hide Gonzo in the craziest places. We found Gonzo in the freezer. We found Gonzo in the water tank of the toilet. We have found Gonzo in all kinds of places over the past now probably 20 years, where these two guys are just taking it to a limit that it doesn't deserve for some reason. But it's turned into, you come home and there's a kid in your house and you know what he's doing. He's not raiding the refrigerator anymore. He's looking for or hiding Gonzo if he finds it. So it's turned into a huge competition. There will be no prizes involved because I know what level that will go to next. So we're not going to continue with that. So that's our holiday tradition. So let's go on to the next slide, and we'll moments for mindfulness. This is some powerful information here. The more you share, the more your bowl will be plentiful. And isn't that the truth? If you're in recovery like myself, that means a lot to me personally. And what we do in life echoes through eternity, and that means a lot as well. The work that this council is doing for the benefit of maybe ourselves, but our brothers and sisters in the community, the people in the community, the children in the community, what we do resonates, and it will for many generations. So I think that this slide has a great place in our presentation today, and I want to say thank you to Dan for putting that together for us. So our state deliverables, community asset map. Now we went through this. We're not going to bore you with all of this information again, but just the dashboard view of local recovery capital. So there again, our JOT form, we've been talking about this for months. It's our online resource guide. Scan that QR, and this community asset map is going to populate amongst a lot of other things. Joanna at the state level has encouraged us to continue to put out our information and make it available to everyone who's involved, and also to use these resources to educate and involve others. So that QR is going to take you to places, and as it continues to grow, that is a great thing. So we'll go on to continued deliverables with our gap analysis. And when we look at that, we look at our existing situation, our target situation, what those gaps are, and what our action plans are. And this is a lot of information. And there again, we went through that a couple months ago. But, you know, there's a lot of words here with a lot of deep meaning, because we need to know what our situation is, and we need to know what those targets are. And the gaps are going to show us the areas that need to be filled in first. That is really what it is. It's just a gap. How do we bridge from the target situation to what our action plans are? So there again, as we build this council, as we continue to build recovery resources, education, recovery and action programs in Livingston County, we need to be aware of this. So there again, not to bore you with all of this information in the holiday time, but this is our pathways to success with the ROSC and making this sustainable for the future. You know, the ROSC, the grant is not going to be here forever, but when you know, some of us are no longer in that, the intent is to make sure that there is resources, sustainable resources in Livingston County for generations, not 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years, but for generations, because the work that's being done here is noticeable, it is helping, and it should continue to grow. So thank you for all of that, all of your hard work, and your concern in what's going on and what's going on in the future. You know, I get information from a lot of you on a regular basis about what you see, about how you go about helping and where you need help. And with the networking capabilities that already exist in Livingston County, I'll say it again, it's easier to connect the resources in Livingston County than any place else I've been involved in. So that's a huge hats off to everyone that's on this council, whether you're on this meeting today or not. Updated strategic plan. There again, go to that JOT form and we can see what that SWOT analysis, the latest, revealed. Refreshed objectives by the council input that we gathered from you over the past couple months. And that full document, as it says right here on the slide, can be found at that electronic resource through the QR code. So enough of beating you with information, celebrating 2023 accomplishments. This is all because of all of you folks and others who are not here today. Holiday toy drive collaboration. When Caroline and Tina talked about that, it was like, we've got to take part and help. And so we've got some good people collecting toys for this purpose. And I'm going to go ahead and mention them. Heller Motors. They're trying to fill a pickup truck with toys. The Chamber of Commerce, they're filling boxes. County Market has a toy drop-off. And lastly, and certainly not least, Caterpillar has set out boxes for their employees to donate. And we're going to be collecting all of that tomorrow to get to the Salvation Army for their distribution on Monday. And again, if you would like to help with that, I'm sure you can contact Caroline and she would be happy to take some more volunteers for that. We've added 8 new council members in 2023. That isn't people that just get the emails, okay? That is people that are become active in this group. So that's a huge accomplishment. If you've got a county of 30,000 people and you've got 8 new council members in 1 year, that's a huge victory. Recovery Awareness Month. We had 9 local libraries participate in putting out a display, and each putting out a resource list for books and information about recovery. It may have been an autobiography, it may have been a 12-step program, it may have been something about continuing your recovery, how to start in your recovery, and live and testimonies in regard to that. Block 59 recovery celebration, first one, and we're already talking about how to improve that for next year and expand that, maybe take it to a different venue, but to get more people involved so we can get those resources out there, so we can get that education piece out there and include people who are in recovery. So that turned out to be, I think, a big win for the ROSC Council. Harvest Days, ROSC table and hidden in plain sight trailer that we had in Dwight back in September. That was an awesome event as well. And upcoming warming and hygiene bags provided for those in need. In conversations throughout the county over the past few weeks, it's, you know, I didn't know how many homeless people, and you know, you hear some little stories, but I didn't know how many homeless people really were there, gathering in places to keep warm, gathering, trying to be out of sight in some situations, not worrying about that in some other situations, and brought that to the ROSC Council less than 10 days ago. And what happened? What happened was people jumped on board, and they're providing food, they're providing hygiene products, they're providing all sorts of resources to help the people to stay warm this winter and get them some food, hats, gloves, coming from the ROSC, hygiene bags coming from an agency called Handles of Hope. That's just a little spot out in the country outside of Gibson City. And I said, hey, it's Livingston County. And they said, we don't care. Here's going to be 50 hygiene bags, 25 for men, 25 for women, on top of everything else we've collected from the ROSC Council. And believe me, those ladies that run Handles of Hope are going to be hit real hard about joining this council because they have provided for years for the same type of need. And it just goes to show what can be done when people see that need and step up. We tripled the Narcan distribution at ROSC event tables from 22 to 23. And, you know, that's a huge step. The Livingston County Health and IHR, between those two agencies alone, have put and help with the United Way as well, have put Narcan in places that I wouldn't have thought of putting it. And upcoming, we're going to have Narcan distribution boxes throughout the county. The ROSC grant is going to pay for the first few of those. And we're encouraging people, if you want a Narcan distribution box inside your business, outside your business, weather permitting, wherever it may be, or any place where people may gather, to know that it's there, to get that word out. And so I'm asking you to help get that word out as well. Building awareness to the Live ROSC name, brand, and services. Look at those things. Increased ROSC participation, distribution of our first t-shirt buy, distribution of 1,400 resource cards with QR codes. So some of you have these little things in your places of business, in your agencies. We've already gotten rid of 1,400. We just got 2,000 more delivered this week. Don't have them in our hands yet, but if you want those resource cards, let us know. We'll help you get them out. The virtual resource guide that this QR takes you to is an awesome avenue to get everyone to know what's going on. And we're getting hits on that. So the work you're doing to put that out is getting results. And we did restaurant placemats. We did about, overall, I think we did 900 restaurant placemats. I think we did 700 in the first set, and then I've done an extra 200 since then. Accomplished strategy goals per our requirements. So when the state looks at what we've set out to do, we've accomplished a lot of that in our short time together. And we've had the coffee and canvas events in tandem with Ford County. And last but certainly not least, this ROSC Council and this ROSC project is now 2 years and 2 months old. So that's quite an accomplishment. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add to that list of accomplishments?
No additions to your list, John. Just kudos for all the hard work. It's amazing when you really see it listed out, everything that you guys have done. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, Cammie. Thank you. I think we'll be dragging Cammie to some events that we'll have in Livingston County this coming year. So we'll get to meet her, or the rest of you will get to meet her in person. I don't know. That's the first time I ever said that to her. So we'll see what happens.
You
No.
won't be dragging me. I will come willingly, and I will
I
be
know.
excited about it.
I know that's awesome. Cammie has a heart for this work, and I've known her for several years, and she will be successful here and help us along. Continue with agency partnerships and collaboration. That's what we're looking for in 22. There again, that is easy to do in Livingston County. You know, I get emails and I get comments from people throughout the week and throughout the months, aside from this, talking about and sending us information about this is what we're doing. And that willingness shows that this is a success. PLE recruitment, persons with lived experience, such as myself, recruitment and retention. We're going to work really hard on that and bring some folks along with us in that to help with that, to help with that aspect. Reduce substance use and mental health stigma through education and awareness. Newly forming education subcommittee to help with that. If you're interested in that education and awareness subcommittee, please send me an email, give me a call. You've got my information. We'll get together and we're going to continue together to build that education subcommittee. Seek pragmatic solutions for transportation, housing, and other recovery supports. There isn't anyone that I talk to in Livingston County who doesn't bring up transportation. And that's a problem everywhere. I mean, we're not the only ones, but there are solutions that when we do our research and we look outside of ourselves, we're seeing solutions in other areas that we can use to implement to help find the solutions for Livingston County. Focus on family events and programming. I think we've got a couple places to move forward with some of that for some maybe Friday evening groups that are for family events, sober living family events that are very family oriented. It's not like meeting in a park on a Saturday morning, but bringing families together throughout the week or maybe a Saturday evening and having game nights and such as that. So that is being discussed and worked on. And evolve the ROSC maturation and gain community buy-in. So that's on us, and we can do that. It's an achievable goal for the next year as we move forward. So the next slide, 2023 toy drive collaboration donations are due tomorrow. So if you'd like to donate, currently our drop-off sites, of course, you can go straight to Salvation Army. Caroline, I'm sure, can share their hours. I don't know those off the top of my head. You can drop off until probably 4 o'clock tomorrow at Heller Motors at the Chamber of Commerce office at County Market. And we will be collecting throughout the day and taking those to the distribution center tomorrow and getting those things ready to help those children in need in new toys in their packaging for children ages 0 to 18. So continued help with that would be greatly appreciated. Upcoming ROSC initiatives and support. Warming bags. There again, we touched on the warming bags. Those are going to contain hygiene products, gloves, hats, socks, hand warmers, snacks, education material, and of course, Narcan. And rolling out soon, we've got some of the material to put these together, and I've already talked to some of you about these, the ROSC 101 binders. So if you are a new ROSC council member, you'll be given a 101 binder that explains what we do, how we do it. I don't want to say the information's old, but the reiteration of that, it would be in one package for new members. And of course, it's going to contain our brochures, our mutual resource guide, strategic plan, talking points, talent assessments, way to get involved with the ROSC, and the stigma and words matter documents, which are huge in today's world when we talk about substance use and mental health issues and recovery. And if you are an existing ROSC council member, so if you are on this call or someone else that you know is missing that, of course, we're going to say this when we send out our minutes, but this is not just for new members. So if you want a ROSC 101 binder so you can have in your office or in your personal possession, so your coworkers or employees or Whoever might want that information, it'll be at your fingertips through that binder. Just shoot me an email and we'll see that you get one. That is not a problem, or two, or whatever it might need for your specific location. So at this point, do we have any questions, updates, areas for collaboration, upcoming events, anything like that that we want to bring to the table? Or questions for the ROSC? Seems like silence. Okay, we'll go with that's all good then. Any other updates that we may have that may have occurred or come up while we were in our meeting? Okay, Caroline gave us some times. They're closed today, but open from 8 to 12:30 tomorrow, or you're welcome to drop any toys off at the Once and Again building after 1 p.m. tomorrow. And I believe that address is 123 Madison Street. Is that correct, Caroline?
That is correct.
Awesome. All right. Got something right today. That's a good thing. Okay. Well, we'll close out. How to contact us. Find us on social media. Live ROSC Mutual Resource Guide. ROSC Council information, meetings, education, all of that, again, on that QR code. And I'm somewhat shocked by how many people have smartphones, no matter their age, and know how to run them way better than I do. So that's a great thing. The smartphone and a QR code is how we do business today. Our next Livingston County ROSC meeting is Thursday, January 4th at noon via Zoom, and we'll be sending out those reminders before that. Does anyone else have anything else? Going once, going twice. All right. So happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. Look forward to 2024 and look forward to working with all of you and seeing all of you and moving forward with this great cause. So thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Happy holidays.